All right, here are some tips about writing good conclusions. So, your conclusion, comes at the end of your essay. It's your last chance to make a good impression on your reader and leave them with their final food for thought or their takeaway. And it provides the basis for why your essay is important, why the topic is important. So why you bothered to write it, why the reader bothered to read it. So you spend a little bit of time revisiting your main points, but mostly you're trying to convince yourself and the reader that there's a bigger importance here. So therefore, your intro and your conclusion are not the same. Your introduction gives your reader background information and provides context for your topic. Your conclusion is explaining why this topic is important and how it relates to a broader context. So you're not just restating your thesis, you're pushing out your ideas further. So your reader knows your thesis and they've read all of your body paragraphs, so they have a much deeper understanding of your ideas. So now you revisit them in a new way in order to go beyond that. You should answer the question, so what? Or explain why your essay is important, why the topic is important. Especially in a persuasive essay, you're telling your reader to take action, make an observation, do something, change their lives. But overall, you should end them with a takeaway. So I have some other links to other resources there. It's your last chance to have a solid word on your subject. So it's not a summary, you're moving beyond that. You consider broader issues, make new connections, elaborate on the significance. It should make your readers glad they read your paper. It improves their lives in some way. It's a gift to your reader. So those are some good ideas. Some other ideas: the purpose and importance, the significance, other directions of inquiry. This is all a little bit scientific based, but here are some examples. Oh, that link doesn't work anymore. All right, so let's look at this example. So the conclusion doesn't always make sense on its own. You sort of need an overview of the paper for it to make sense. So here's an example where in the introduction, she broadly introduces film editors, and she explains what they do and why they're important. So it's a very broad introduction so that the reader understands film editors and where she's going to go with it. So I activate my prior knowledge. I'm good to go. I understand it all. She has her main point, which is that film editors achieve success in the industry because of their responsibilities, salary, and technology skills. So her claim that she's trying to make is that film editors achieve success. And then this is how she's going to kind of prove that. So her body paragraphs go through the responsibilities of a film editor, the salary and hours of a film editor, and then the technology skills and some other new advancements for film editors. So here we are in the conclusion. So we should revisit the thesis. Truly successful film editors, see that, remember the claim was about finding success? Truly successful film editors have many responsibilities in filmmaking and editing and uphold them well, earn higher salaries with experience, and know the skills needed to produce exceptional film. So see how this is different than the thesis. The thesis mostly stated what she was going to talk about, stated the main points, and now that we understand it more clearly, you can talk about it in a new way, how it relates to each other and how it's important. Alright, so then she should conclude. By understanding the processes involved in film creation after the shots are recorded on camera, film enthusiasts, prospective editors, and all of society can better understand the challenge and art of making great films. However, video editors are inherently humble because true success in their job happens when viewers do not notice the editing at all. Thus, they work behind the scenes to make films for viewers by using their skills and commitment to excellence, all without the expectation of recognition for their success. They do so because they love the art and magic of great film. And that's the takeaway for the reader. So I understand the point of the claim of this essay was about achieving success in film editing. I understand now that while that's important, you're truly successful as a film editor when the viewers don't even notice, when they don't see the editing, when they don't realize that it's happening. And here's the takeaway, because that helps make the art and magic of great film. Great movies are possible because of film editors. And most people love movies, so that's a good takeaway. So you saw the concluding ideas here, how it starts to go more broad from the specifics of like a salary number. That was a body paragraph idea, and then this goes more broad to why film editing is important, what the takeaway is. Alright, so that's how you write a good conclusion. You can look at the resources, and best of luck.